Thank you for watching Money Talk with Atiya Harris. This is a segment of Affordable Fun. I have an awesome guest here in the studio today. Coach of the Year 2013 from West Meck High School. We have head coach Jeff Cardwell here with us today. And we're going to learn about some of the exciting techniques and things that he has done to take this team from a losing team to a winning team. Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty of the details, I want to thank you so much for coming on the program, Coach.
Thank you very much for having us today, Tia.
All right, give us a little bit of your background, please.
A little bit of my background. I'm originally born in Pittsburgh, but I was raised here in Charlotte. Grew up in Hidden Valley neighborhood. Grew up at Cochran Middle School, Myers Park High School, and North Carolina Central University. Product of Charlotte Mecklenburg. Played for the PAL athletic system, growing up. So we had a real good base as far as athletically.
All right, so you have an extensive background in football, obviously.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
so now you decided that you had a passion in that area. What made you say, hey, I want to be a coach?
Well, I was originally working with GE and doing a tutoring program, and I kind of got into it like that. One of my former teachers was a principal, and she kind of got me into coaching and teaching, and it was always been a passion of mine, so it was a great opportunity and a great time to try it out.
All right, so let's talk about the stats before you got to West Meck High School.
Okay, the stats before they got there, they've always had great athletes there at West Meck, but the record didn't always show that. They had some lean years sometimes, and they had some real good teams back in 1988 and 1989 that went into the playoffs and did real well. And they had a real good team a couple years ago. But to have a string of wins, it has been hard for them. So we came along about 4 years ago, and after they went 1-11, my first year we went 2-8, then 4-7, then 9-4, then 9-3 this year.
All right, so and that got you Coach of the Year 2013.
Yes, ma'am. Well, that got me coach here. A lot of hard work of the kids and the other coaches and the parents and everybody who contributed to the program.
All right, so the athletes that are playing, the students, many of them have aspirations to do college football, maybe get a scholarship. Some of them say, hey, I want to go to the NFL. What do you guys do to nurture that?
Well, we try to give them as much as possible. First, we be real with young men. Real when we meet them where they are, and we see what their goals and ambitions are. But we'll just be honest with them. We'll give them as much as we can as far as that's in our power, as far as weight training, as far as the academic care, as far as getting them ready for testing and things of that nature. And we'll try to set them up and put them in the position that they could be successful.
Let's pause on that academic care because that's very important. You know, in the past, athletes were able to slip through the cracks.
Yes, ma'am.
Even if they couldn't read a book.
Yes,
if they
ma'am.
played well, they'd slip them through the cracks. So the crackdown actually came down and said, hey, we want some intelligent students here. If they can't do football, they can do other things. So what measures have you guys taken to make sure this happens?
Well, the thing that works great for us is called grade sheets. During the season, we have grade sheets that go out every week. During the off season, they go out every 2 to 3 weeks. They'll have the teacher's boxes where the teacher fills out what their grade is as of that day, and then they'll have teacher recommendations. So if the kid is not doing that well in the class and he may miss homework assignments, we'll know it right off the bat that week, and we can have him meet with the teacher after school before they come to practice and get those things done.
Also, something that's very unique is that you have a wonderful staff there at West Meck High School. Want to give a shout out to them and all the students.
Yes, sir.
And they kind of go above and beyond. Some duties that a parent may be responsible for to help these kids in that area. Some of the counselors step in and take over. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Certainly. We have very active parents in our program. I want to say that first. But we have some great counselors at West Meck. One of our counselors, Mr. Kathy, he does a clearinghouse for all our kids. All we have to do is bring them to the room. He'll explain the clearinghouse, the rules, the issues they've had in the past. He'll explain what the GPAs need to be for colleges, and he allows us to do that part along with the kids where the parents don't have to be bothersome with the little ins and outs of trying to get their kids into college.
All right, so some of your athletes have found great success with all the program that you guys have put together at West Meck.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you kind of tell us where some of these students are going?
Well, this year alone, we have our quarterback, Jalen McClendon, is going to NC State. Running back, Sean Wilson, he'll be attending Duke University. We have another young man, LaRon Glenn, going to Gardner-Webb. Sterling Houston is going to North Carolina Central. Juan Edwards, he's going to Mars Hill. Brandon Dixon, he's going to Winston-Salem State. Talik Pauling is going to Guilford College. And Parvez Mumtaz, he's actually going to North Carolina Wesleyan. We also have 4 other individuals who will be going to prep schools. One of them is DJ Gardner. He's going to Independence Prep School in Kansas. And it's a local prep school that just got started. We have another 3 guys that'll be going there.
All right, well, that's absolutely great. Any scholarships in the mix there?
Well, all of them have received scholarships.
That's awesome.
All of them will be going to school for primarily free. And the thing is, we look at it, the kids have come to us and they've worked hard. We asked them to give 150%. At least we can give them 150% of trying to get them, to a secondary education, get them further their lives and keep giving them hope. And it also does the same thing for the parents. Anytime we can get kids using their ability and what God gave them as an enhancement, and they can use that to go to school, then it works out for the whole family.
Well, I think that's excellent. I mean, because college, that's a tremendous bill right now. Many parents are like, hey, how can I offset that? And then you have so many people that have graduated from college and they still have been paying their student loans and they just won't go away.
That's right.
So,
That's
a scholarship is definitely a great, great thing. I want to know how you turned this team around.
Well, the team, it took a lot of hard work, a lot of prayer. First we had to really go to God with it and ask for God's help and guidance, as far as everything as an aspect of the whole West Meck program. And then we just had to get down there and work. We've had some good coaches in the past that have worked with us to help this thing get right. We've had the help from our cafeteria workers, help from our custodians. Everybody in the West Meck family has really contributed to the program in some way, form, or fashion. But the real work has been laid down by the kids and their parents. They've done endless work as far as helping, their kids grow as young men and also grow as football players. So it's been a great attribute for us.
All right, based off of listening to you, sounds like a village is raising a child.
Well, that's what we want to think of it as, because we tell each of our kids that we love them when they come in the program. Each time we meet with the kids, we tell them that we love them. They tell us that they love us back. And the other thing that we tell them is that, God put greatness inside of them. It's up to us to help them get it out, and that they are their brother's keeper. We tell them those things all over and over and over again, and we try to get it embedded into them. That way, wherever they go, any walk of life, whatever they choose to do in life, they can always be a good teammate, a good co-worker, someone that can get along with others to make things happen.
What would you say to the younger students that want to play high school football?
I say stay in your academics, mind your parents, follow the rules. The rules are set out there for everybody, and just do the right thing. You don't have to cut corners. You don't have to lie, cheat, and steal. You can do the right thing and still end up on top.
Well, this has been an awesome interview. I appreciate you for coming on the show. A wonderful segment of Affordable Fun.
Thank you.
I want to get some final words from you, because high school is football is just a great thing. Everyone goes crazy about it. These students can go off to college and get scholarships. It's just wonderful. What final words would you like to say?
I'd like to say thank you, Tia, for allowing us to come on to your show and take a look at West Meck football program and the way we're going with it. And we're trying to grow everything in a positive way.
With the new stadium.
Yeah, with the brand new stadium, my ad. Glad you mentioned that. And the last 2 years we've played away at Waddell, and we thank CMS for letting us play there. We haven't played our own stadium, but this year we'll have our own stadium. And I think it's great for our kids. It's going to build a lot of camaraderie. Kids don't have to go somewhere else, to see a home game. So I think it's going to be great for us and great for our football team also.
Well, we thank you guys for watching Money Talk with Atiya Harris. This was a segment of Affordable Fun. If you have that little football player in your house, listen to the coach and get them ready. And always keep West Meck in mind. An awesome, awesome football team. Coach of the Year 2013 here with us, Coach Jeff Cardwell. And we want you to stay tuned. Money Talk.